Alright, alright. Yeah, I was on the other screen, stream starting screen. I just changed it. What's going on? You got the supercars? Yeah, supercars have been out for a while, so I don't know. Why didn't you get them earlier? Or you mean you just got the money for them? Looks like we got mail. Alright. What's going on, Gray Ghost? I think we're gonna do the short stream tonight. Started a little late. Actually, not necessarily. We don't necessarily have to do a short stream, but took the taking a Lambo out for a little spin. Oh, so finally, the exotics finally opened up for everyone else. Yeah, I made the mistake of. I shouldn't have gotten the. I kind of regret getting the membership. I did want to get all this. I did want to get the supercars though, but most of them aren't really all that great. $460. Got the red bars on the other side. That's not going to work with this. Got the 760 foot with the red, with the lag, the tree lag is what I call it, because you can't tree like that, but it gives you a really good 60 foot. So it's kind of. Oh, that was an Audi, so I take that back. Actually, not a good 60 foot for the Audi. We got the good 60 foot, the pretty good RT. Got a 460, almost got a 45. Yeah, I was kind of waiting around for the exotics to. They changed it to 30 days, I think, a month. So it's been a month since the exotics have been out, and they just cleared the for non-members. But there was, I got them all, but then I think the patch, they made them 30 days. So I was missing one. So that was one of the reasons that I got the membership. The other one was basically just to support the game, because I hadn't really spent any money on the game for a long time. The other reason, because I was really tired and I didn't get much sleep, so I probably wasn't thinking straight. That was the other reason. So, yeah, Botlager's a hacker. 100%. None of his tunes make any sense. He makes these tunes that there's no way on earth anyone would be able to run what he runs in his cars. He doesn't even he shifts all over the place. It's just a total joke. You can see he by his videos. I don't even. He's playing on some weird device that has the screen is like the screen is shrunken on it. I don't know what device he could be playing on. He's definitely a hacker, though. I think he gets a decent amount of views because people think that his tunes can actually work, but they don't. They might work for people that have the same hack. That's about it. Oh, we got the, what is this car called again? Yeah, I set up this other Lambo in 24s with turbo. Try it out. Beer money? Yeah, that's beer money. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a better one. Yeah, I was hoping that the car would get a good pass so I could see what the beer money could run. It's got to be better than that, though. Oh, does it show that he has infinite money in gold? Yeah, so, I mean, it's pretty obvious what he's doing then. Still got the Ozzy tribute going on. Actually, this is on my phone. 28 by 21, what is this? I'm just going to erase it anyway. Because Lambo's not guaranteed to get a mid 5.4. So technically, it could be an even race. But when you don't have too many people out there on the leaderboard, I mean the lobby. A 48. So if he would have got a tree. That was the Nissan, right? That wasn't the, what's that other car? It looks like that. the Supra. Yeah, that was the Nissan. Alright. So we're on the number 2, but I got on the leaderboard late, so I'm on one of the lower leaderboards here. There isn't that many big dogs on here that I see, but they could pop up. If depends when you race, what leaderboard you get on. Lambo meet 9422. I've looked at Bootlegger's videos before, but I could tell he was a hacker immediately as soon as I saw what his. I look at one of his tunes and how he raced and what his car ran, and it didn't make any sense because he was shifting all over the place, just random crazy shifts that don't make any sense. And there's no way on earth that you would run any decent time with those shifts. So he's just a fake channel. Yeah, I think I have more tune videos put up than anyone else lately. But my tunes are kind of random. I could put up my Supra no bar tune that I made. People might want that. Somebody might be able to get a 5.5 out of it. So I'm just gonna mess around with this Lambo for a little bit, then get into it. Seems like you get some good passes, and then it seems like the cars kind of go away. Got the red light. You got the yellow bars, and so that was a total laggy pass there. Seems like everyone. How many times have I raced people with yellow bars? At least yellow bars, if not red. What's going on, Rosalind? Just racing some Lambo right now. Yeah, a lot of my cars are, well, I would say that some of my cars are a little erratic since the update. Some of them haven't changed, I think. And I did actually tweak a couple of them, but I don't know if that was due to the update or because they just seemed like they needed a little bit of change. Yeah, if any of you guys on YouTube want to drop a code and race, feel free. It's kind of quiet right now so far. It's the last day of the month here. Finally cooled down, so maybe some people are out doing things. See if it gets warm again. Yeah, it seems like I'm getting red lights now. A 002 red. That's kind of weird. That's kind of unexpected. Maybe I don't have enough stuff on the Wi-Fi to slow it down. Actually, this is a different car though, so I might want to check the delay on this one. I haven't used this in a while. .006. That was a terrible pass. So let me just look at the delay on this really quick. 37. Maybe I should raise the delay on some of these cars so that I can really try to jump on the light. Yeah, Porsche is a good car. Porsche is basically the same, very, similar to the Evo and the Eclipse. It's got that super high launch. But the thing about the Porsche is that they changed it from an import to exotic, and they actually tricked me on that one because I thought it was a different Porsche. Even though it looked the same, I thought it was one of those things where, I don't know Porsches that well, so I just thought it was a new car because it was, but they for some reason they changed to exotic. So then when you take out the Porsche, you're gonna have to race Lambos. So that's a different disadvantage. And the same thing about the R8, of course, which is a similar kind of setup to the imports too. There's a TikToker. Always gotta race a TikToker. Oh, where'd that come from? I was totally off on that second gear, but I got a good 60. I wonder if I would have hit that second gear, if I would have got a 45 or something better. Because the eighth was 345. I bet I could have shaved some off of that if I would have hit that second gear. This Lambo seems to be pretty consistent with the turbo. I guess we'll keep messing with the Lambos a little bit. Then we'll figure out what we want to do next. Got Gray Ghost out there in the Camaro. Looks like I'm putting up a lot of races in the lobby tonight. Well, we got a no name here. I think I'm going to turn this Lambo down a little bit. The first shift was super early. Not a very good pass there. His car was blown. I saw the smoke go down the track on his car. Those were pretty good shifts. Last one was a little early. This car usually gets up to about 245, 246, even though I have it geared up to like 47, I think. So I could probably gear this down a little, and it might even it out. I just got a message from Greg Ghost. I wonder if he wants to race my Lambo. $139. Yeah, I've been winning a lot of money off of some people that seemed like they just wanted to make test passes that I kept beating over and over again. So sometimes I'll rake in, like 100, 200K off of someone. When my car is obviously when they're overmatched, but they just want to keep racing. But money pretty much becomes insignificant at a certain point. The only thing that it really does is, usually if people are racing for 20K, that means that they're fast. And then people who aren't racing for that much, they're new, they don't have that much money. Yeah, so that's pretty much a way to tell how fast people are by how much they bet, which makes sense. Because there's no use throwing money out there if you don't think that you're going to be able to compete. I was really on that. That was a horrible pass. I don't know what happened on that one. See, that time my car only did 245. I might have to turn down sixth gear on this, because they don't seem to be getting up to the speed anyway. Those are better shifts. Oh, that was a good pass. 462, I got a good 60. I caught the first gear at the right time. So he immediately realized that my car was faster than the first pass, and he dipped out. And his car wasn't as fast. He ran a 47, I think, the first time. That's just the way the game is sometimes, though. Look at all the American cars out here. Yeah, you got to run a lot of races to. I mean, you have to be racing 10 times as much as I do, which is insane. Though I used to race a lot more than I do now, when I was more into the game. Good day, mate. Yeah, what's good tonight, Oz? I got a big day tomorrow, so gonna see if I can shut down early tonight. Get ready. And then if everything goes as planned, I might end up with my cars being slow like yours, or erratic, and not working how they do now, if I don't get the right kind of internet. Oh, we got the nice looking Chevelle over here. I don't know what happened on that race. That bad red light of his totally threw me off. Well, you know you're going to race a Z28. You got to expect to race a Z28. That's pretty much what I said was going to happen if they nerf the Lambo down, which they pretty much had to do. But everyone's having so much fun trying to run 5.3s with it, and it was pretty much in a class by its own, and it still pretty much is. And now that has its own exotic class, it would have been separated from everything else. So nothing has changed really, except it doesn't get hacks. That's probably one of the main reasons people wanted it to get nerfed, because they were losing money in running 5.3s, and they're getting mad. So that's probably what all the complaining was about. Not that it was running 5.3, but that they were getting 5.3 and losing. And they didn't figure out how to index race like me and let off at the end, so he still get the win. So then now it's kind of creeping back to the Z28s. But mine isn't that great. But I'm still perfectly happy racing, you know, my fleet. Yeah, I don't know. I was talking to Oz there. I'm just gonna race this guy, even though he's in a Camaro. Oh, this is the guy I just raced, where my car wasn't working right. Let's see if his track works this time. I think I've raced this name before, if it's the same person. His car kind of blinked into the lights there. That's the same thing that happened the last time I raced him. I got a red light. Let's see if I get another red light. I got a 47 though. I hate trying to hesitate on the line though. Maybe it is time to turn up my delays a little bit though. Well, both of us red. That's just dumb. Racing that guy doesn't make any sense. Let's see what my delay is on this one. So I could turn it up a little. Alright, Grey Ghost. Catch you next time. I'm just kind of messing around here. What's going on, Hayden? You want to race his Lambo? I'm going to test out my my delay. Because I always feel like I'm hesitating. No, he's putting up a code for a Divx car. Yeah, it might be good to let me know what kind of car you have. If you're going to put up something beside a street car. Got a 47. All right, good race. Okay, I got Oz out here running 26.5 by 18. What kind of car is that? Can't think what that car is offhand. What does this car have? Yeah, the car is 21. That's either the GT or the McLaren or the Ferrari. I can't remember which one. All right. I don't know. Am I tired of racing Lambo? Start taking out some other cars. My off-road RS6. I'll take this guy on. I'm pretty sure he's fast in this Lambo. But I've been known to hit a 45 in this thing. Gotta turn up the volume a little. It's got some lag there. Oh, that noise. I didn't get good shifts. That noise totally threw me off. Let me turn this down a bit. I could have beaten that 48, but my car didn't tree at all. This car, that's why these trees make no sense. How can I turn up my delay if some of my cars are getting terrible RTs? I'm not getting good times there. This car looks familiar. It's got a different name though. Oh, it was the GT. I can't see. Can't see if he has bars on that. No, no bars. The nitrous GT. Can't remember if mine was nitrous or not. This is going to be a crazy time here. No, only a 48. He's got the no bar GT running the 5.5s. I need to get that tuned. Oh, he left. He didn't like the looks of my car. Yeah, I haven't really messed with my GT for a while because I didn't want to break it. But I think the speed. I think that my GT needs more top end. Especially after I saw that the what was it, that the McLaren would run almost 260. I think this car gets up there too. Tell me my GT's broken now. Unless I changed it. I might have changed it from the tune that I had on there that was working. It seemed like it wanted to go up in the air on that one. I think it'll go a lot higher than 251 though. I'm going to change my shifts a little bit. Let's see, how did I shift it last time? Yeah, I need more 60. And I think I need more top end on it. Oh, you have a GT, Oswaldo? I bet you have a good tune for the GT. You had a good one for the McLaren. But I think my GT needs a tune along the lines of how the McLaren works. I mean, I know the GT will run at 5.5 with bars. That was a pretty good pass. He got the red. It just seems like the RTs are too inconsistent to really try to shave RT off. What do you mean with the GT? Oh, I missed a race I could have got right there. What do you mean one wrong move and it's done? You mean it does a gigantic wheelie? Or Gappy Gilmore? Just gonna race this. It's always funny when the car comes out of the ground. He's got that, all that decals down on both sides. He's got the Nissan Z. I got good shifts on that one, except I was a little late on 6. Yep, got the 5.0. If I would have hit the 6th, I might have got the 5.4. We had the yellow bars. By 16. Should we take on the Lambo with the Evo? Didn't connect. Oh no, it's an R8. I don't know if he's going to be able to connect though. Yeah, that's almost as loud as a Lambo. I'm betting that he's got yellow bars. I got really good shifts that time. Another 5-0. Oh no, he had red bars, even worse. I could tell he was gonna have at least yellow bars. I got a good 60 on that. That's like a Lambo through the eighth, really. But it doesn't have the top end. Take the Super out. We got Nova out here in his Lambo. I'm gonna turn it down to 5K. What the heck? What kind of pass is that? I was running low 5.6 in this. I changed my shifts a little. There we go. Got an important message coming in. Oh, I friended him. You want to race Evos? I remember, I think I remember racing him in the, like the Evo and the Porsche and stuff a lot in the past. Even like I remember back when they were the fast cars, like the 5.4 cars. Yeah, Mohan, if you want to drop a code or maybe he's saying he's in the lobby. No, someone got it. He's only racing for $100. Someone jumped on that. Let's see if he comes back up. Hey, I wish the YouTube chat had a translator. That would be helpful. Got Oz out there in GT. Let's see if he'll jump in my race. Nope. Got another victim. In the, I guess it's a Ranger, or is that an S10? He's got the tire sticking out. They got pretty good shifts. $53. Yeah, the AA guys, I usually see them. I see them in the Lambos. I'm not really seeing any of the other teams out here though. When was the last time I saw anybody, like what is it, TDC? I don't know, they all have T's. T something, or what is the other one? BBR or DBR or something. I don't see any team racers in the lobby. Oh, SKR. And in the Camaro, of course. I didn't get good shifts on that one. My shifts didn't really work. My car's not working right at all on this against this guy. The tree just went off on me like out of nowhere. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not racing that guy again. Something weird was going on there. I think he might have been doing that, like that last minute bump in, that extra bump at the light or something. Or maybe it just wasn't synced up or something. It's going to take some of these other cars out. Can't get your Lambo to work, huh? I have 3 of them that are working pretty well. That might be what happened to a lot of people when they nerfed the Lambos. A lot of people's may have broke even worse than, into the 5.5s. That might be why you never see them anymore. Because I only made slight changes to mine, and I'm able to get it to run 45 sometimes. A lot of 46s, but usually 47s or 48s. Except when it's not working, then it's running 5.5s. Looks like another bad connection here. Or maybe they left. Or maybe 2 people trying to connect at the same time or something. Yeah, the Lambo, you need to have that setup that works on your device, because if you're not able to set it up a certain way, if it doesn't work on your device, you're pretty much screwed. And that was before too, before they nerfed it. You wouldn't have been able to run 5.3s. It could just be that you have to have a really good internet connection. I don't know. Because mine were pretty good on pretty much 3 different phones. Although one of the phones wasn't as good, but it was pretty good. Oh, I forgot the Porsche's an exotic. Oops. Yeah, I was just talking about that and I forgot already. Yeah, well, I might have different internet pretty soon, so depending on what happens. But any kind of internet that I end up getting, I should be able to get the same speed, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be as smooth, or it's going to be the same. I'll have to see. I'll have to hope for the best. And then, and then I'll pretty much find out if that's a big factor. Music just went a little quiet on me. Oh, we got Porsche versus Porsche. I got those quick 1 and 2 shifts that time. 551, that's pretty good for the Porsche. Usually I like to get that first gear slightly early, but it's really hard. It's hard to time those shifts. You kind of got to be, kind of have to have a rhythm going. I'd say overall though, I think my cars pretty much work pretty much the same. My Camaro was kind of never really all that great anyway. Before the update, this car is really the only one that seems like it's a little less consistently fast, I guess you could say. But all the other cars on the screen right here seem to work about the same. And then this car is the same, that's the same. I think this car broke. Along with the GT and the McLaren, but that's not a big surprise. And then I haven't really tested the cars that are in the 5.5s, but I'm pretty sure that they're going to be the same. But I don't think there isn't many people out there with fast Lambos. anymore. Because I have no problem going out there against a Lambo in other cars, except for the noise. That's the only thing I don't like, because they're too loud. Because like right here, I would go up against a Lambo in this, but the things are so loud. It's like racing a motorcycle. I have to turn my volume down so I can't even hear my car. So what's the point? See, I got the big pass in this car, but the tree, I don't know if that was me or if the car just doesn't tree like it used to. Because this, let's see, Elmo Han, he had a 28 by 18. That's probably the GT. He's out there racing his GT. Yeah, see, I don't have a 25 delay on this thing. Am I really that lackadaisical on the tree? We got Kratos. Some gamers out there might know who Kratos is. See if he's got a fast Z. I just gapped this guy. Not a very good RT, and then 550 on the run that felt like it was faster. Kratos, so beat Kratos. Well, you're talking about giving away your Lambo. If you're not a member, though, well, no, actually, that somebody said that all the exotics, anybody can buy them now. So you could get it back if you're not a member. But who knows what's going to happen in the next update. Who knows what's going to break. Alright, so today's the last day of July. Getting into August. Getting into the end of summer. No one wants to race my Nissan. Here's another one of those generic Z28 purchases. Always makes me think it's that hacker. Actually, he was a lagger. He wasn't necessarily a hacker. Yeah, that didn't feel like it was going to be a fast one. Felt a little sluggish. I think his car did a giant wheelie. No, just a little bit. Looks like his car's spinning too. All right. So you want to race some cars, Oz? You race that Lambo, maybe if you race me, it'll be faster. Because you always say your car's slow, and then I race you, and then and then you're on a 545. Not much going on in the lobby. People are putting up codes. I wish I could talk to this Elmo Mohan guy, because he's got some fast cars. You gotta have a lot of money. What you want me to send you over my tune? But I'm pretty sure you know pretty much most of my tune, I think. Except for the slight changes I made, and then the cars that I put the 24s on and jacked up in the back, because that seems to work. I don't know if my car that's not jacked up is not as good as those ones. I don't think it's quite as good. He just wrote okay back. Oh, that was Kratos. We already beat him. I don't know, it might just be a matter of finding the right size tires. on the Lambo for your, for whatever reason that your cars run differently. I don't think there was an update. I've got my other phone plugged in right now, so I can't check it. This song. That's a classic. Paris Hilton's Closet. How'd that get on my playlist? Yeah, doesn't look like this guy's gonna connect. At least I got on the track though. So it's pretty much a buy run. A free buy run. Do you see this a lot in your game too, Oz? Where you have people that aren't able to connect, you're not able to connect. It seems like it happens way more than it used to. Everyone's got yellow bars. There's a lot more red bars. It's not like you need an iPhone 16 to play the game either. I remember the one time I was racing when I was at the mall on my data, and it was still pretty good. That was a long time ago though. Okay, we got the free pass here. Yeah, that's usually what happens when the other guy doesn't make it. Your car doesn't work. 561. It was like I was stuck in too much traction compound. I highly doubt there was an update. Unless there was a patch. No, there's no update. I think I told you before though that I was told one time by a dev that they can actually push updates to the game without actually updating the game. I don't know if you can still do that. Got a dead lobby here. Let's try some other cars. I mean, you see how my game looks and how my cars look. Does it look like yours is your game is running different than mine is, as far as you know how the cars work, how they look like they're, you know, like how the shifts look and all that stuff. I don't know how hard it is to tell by watching the live stream, but it's in the live stream is in 1080p by 60, so, and the game is 60 FPS, so it should look the same. That's a loud song. Yeah, but what kind of 5.4 did you run? Like what? High 5.4, mid 5.4? But also, it is possible, you know, because I have the game on technically on 3 different phones. And I think it's possible that if you're playing on different devices, that the games could be changing. I was talking through the tree there. Pretty much gave him the hit. You know, if the game look, I know the game can detect what device you're on and adjust your settings accordingly. I don't know if No Limit does that, because it has its own settings. I don't know if this guy's going to race again. Maybe he thought I had that horrible tree, and he thought that was how I tree. Nope, he's going again. See, this is how you make money on this game. Maybe he just wants to, maybe he's out here testing. Is that the split bumper? I think that's a split bumper. That's not the Z28. I just assumed it was Z28. I had a little lag at the end of that race. It's probably would have slowed it down. Yeah, I think he had the split bumper though. I couldn't tell because it was dark. Yeah. Right? I hate how I can't get this to, like, I can never seem to get it to look at the right angle. Let's see if there's anything going on Facebook. Nothing new on the official page. On the official page. Just miscellaneous. I don't know what this post is. Oh, that's from March of 23. What is that post doing there? Someone put up a fake update post. Seems like these posts get a lot of comments, but where are the people? Got Bubba out here. What car do I have? I forgot. Oh, I still have this. Yeah, but I'll play on my other phones occasionally. But I don't know if it makes a difference of if it affects one or the other. I missed the shift there. But a 99 RT, where did that come from? I don't think he's gonna give me a rematch. Oh, he did. Maybe he thinks that he's always 99 RT. I thought that was a good RT. Looks like it could be a little laggy. Let's see what my RT was that time. Yeah, see, this is why I won't want to change my delays, because I don't know if it's me or if it's the stream. All right, let's take out the Maverick. Yeah, but sometimes I'll jump on my other phone and I don't usually move the data over from from one to another unless it gets to the point to where, if, say I have all of the good tunes on one, and I know that I can, I know I want to use those tunes on the other phone, then I'll move the data over, and then that kind of makes it into a backup, basically, and it makes that phone up to date. But I don't know if I haven't really noticed a big difference between how the cars run from one device to another. I'll jump on my phone after stream, and then I'll run a 45 or 46 in the Lambo, and everything else is pretty much the same. That's just gaming. Let's see what's going on in the global. Here's a double A running 10.5s. Oh, I saw this guy out here. See if I can hit this first shift in the Maverick. If he's got a fast Z28 though, it's not gonna matter. Got a 51. And I did miss first by about 500 RPM. I tried to hit it at 9. I think I hit it at about 95. That time he got me a little on the tree though. Still the 551. That's a good pass for this. I think I made this car a little more consistent with the changes I made. Got him on the big hole shot. That was a weird race. Because he didn't get a good tree. I'm thinking he was maybe a little bit laggy on that one. And I was a little bit laggy the other way, and that's why I got the double O tree. Got him on the hole shot again. See, I started beating him. He left because I was starting to get the good trees. He got scared. I only beat him by 002. I mean, he got his E28. Racing a Maverick. I mean, I was staying out there against him. Yeah, see, the way I do it, the way the Facebook data works is, say I'll play on here, and then it's going to save that on the Facebook data, and then I'll go on my other phone, and if I want to move everything over from here, then I just wipe data on the other one, and then I pull in the backup, which is from here, and that pulls in everything. So then I have two games. But then, you know, if you want to have, like, it'd be nice if it actually synced all your devices. So if you made a change on one, that data would always get pulled in. When you use the other device, the Facebook would pull in that same data. Because technically the way it is, you could have multiple devices with multiple accounts and cars and all that. So I don't know which way is better. And plus, your tune may not work the same on another device. So if you pull over that data, it could screw up. If it doesn't, you know, the cars may run a little bit differently. I don't know. That's just gaming, really. Now, what am I going to do with this Z28? Seems like I'm the only one putting up races right now. I think it's time for one of these. Yeah, I don't know what happened that last race. I don't know if I just wasn't ready for it or what. All of a sudden the light just went off. Imagine smelling Imagine like that. Guys got low bars on that Ranger. See, why am I nowhere near the first gear on this thing? Of course, he had yellow bars. Another yellow bar car. Car meet. Let's see if I can get first gear this time. Got the stage 3 turbo. Because this car kind of has the same slow bump like the Daytona. Seemed like they got a lot of air that time. Only a 51. See what that looked like. See, I got that short, high wheelie, and then that kind of secondary lift. I've raced this guy before. Let's see if I can hit that shift. I'm just out of practice in this thing because I never use it. I messed up those shifts. Getting beat by a Box Nova. I think I had 126 tire temp on that one though. Maybe that did something. I was a little early on first. The 51. Let's see if he'll go for the rubber match. I can't remember the last time I ran a 5.4 in this. That changed something. My car doesn't seem to want to crack 5.5, even though it's getting a really good 60. It's got the speed. So what's the problem here? I just left on me. That's not going to help my pass. That always ruins your pass. Let's try it on the test. It just launches weird. Let's see. Did I have delay on this thing? I mean, launch control? For some reason, it seems like I'm supposed to have launch control. No change. I don't get it. Look at the tires. Actually, I see a lot of people in Z28s with no wings on them. Put my scoop back the way it was. Bulb is out here. Can't remember, did I race him before in this? Was this guy I was racing? I know I was racing a box. I don't remember if it was him. Maybe I need to let that first gear go. I missed second gear though. That was horrible. Maybe I need that wing back. I think I used to have this wing. No, I couldn't have because it would be free, wouldn't it? Did I have this one? Yeah, I had that one. Well, I think it's time to bring the beasts out. I want to try this car to see if it's as good as my other ones. Okay. Turn the volume down. I'll try the right lane. Yeah, I think this is going to be a short stream, so I'll probably be ending this pretty soon. That guy didn't want anything to do with the Lambo. You gotta know your tire sizes. Double 02 red, slow pass. I won't jump out on that. That was an import. We'll give each car 2 passes. We'll give them 2 chances. To get on the leaderboard. And that's going to wrap up this stream for today. If I can get anyone to race me. A 34 by 20 Camaro. Maybe that's what I need to do. Okay, so this is my second in this one. Even though the first one the guy left. I don't know if I'm just not paying attention to the tree or what. Both of us got a bad tree. I don't know what that was. Then we'll try this one. I think we're just going to go one each. You just get one shot, and that's it. Alright, we got the Supra. See, I'd like to put that nose on my Supra too, but I think it drags the ground. $126. It's not going to help. I was really early on first. Only a 548. Okay, last chance at a pass here. This is my turbo car. I think I run a 45 on this car on 2 different phones. So I'm pretty sure it works. That 126 probably won't help me. It's probably going to give me a slower first gear. Yeah, see this car seems like it's my best car now. The turbo with the 24s. Seems like I get a lot more 46s in this. I'm going to need to get a good pass to take over that number one spot, though. Yeah, this leaderboard, I don't see that many of the big dogs. There's a Turbo Gags, but I don't know if that's the real one. Let's see if there's a race I can jump in. Last race of the night. If someone will actually put up a race. 5K. That's 26 by 19. That's probably R34. There's an American car. There's Voodoo. He's in 2921. That could be a couple different things. I'm not going to jump into that with my Lambo though. Even though he's probably perfectly capable of beating my Lambo. Depending on what car that is. I guess we'll just try to keep pressing refresh. See if someone else will start putting up races. I'd like to be able to just do this automatically. All right. Let's go to Key West. Last race. In the dark on Key West. Alligator Alley. Got the McLaren here. Whoa. Man, if I would have got a tree on that. I'm going to have to record that one for the archives. I got pretty much perfect shifts on that one. Maybe I'm going to start racing on Key West. Maybe that's the track. .44, but we only ended up getting a 48 out of it. That's a shame. There's no scoreboard to look at either. Just garbage cans. Yeah, this car is definitely flat colors. All right. I think that's going to wrap it up. I haven't gotten one of those in a while. Maybe in a few days or so, I think. Maybe Key West is the track. Or it might be because there's no one on the game. All right, so that's going to be it. So maybe see you guys tomorrow.